Scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team.
And now Bruce Arians with the play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to...
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
56 to Mike. 56 is the name. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
Brissett. And that will be incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. Here we go. Mike 34. Mike 34.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there. Is that...
Check in. Watch the screen. Check home.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on. Mike 50.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
He's crashing. He's checking.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Watch the curl. Come on, try. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike's 54.
From the 29, Brissett. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a very tight first half. So he comes up.
54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Right there. 56.
They go play action here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a... Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that is incomplete. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right back to him on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Brissett. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Brissett now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, the spin. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Shift, shift. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And a give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line. Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants now down by 7, a little under a minute to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56 right there.
Here's Brissett. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. He's back to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34. On that, baby, on that.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Dallas, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.